Hello, folks. Welcome back. Something About Web3. I'm Dan. I'm here with Kazuaki.
Hey.
This is the official Schizo Posters podcast.
Did you get one?
I had one for about 12 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get one right after the podcast.
I had a bid on Blur set.
Yeah.
The bid was filled. I relisted it for slightly higher, and someone bought it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I made like $50.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've been deep into NFTs this week, so farming.
By the way,
Blur
I'm
coins.
officially a Milady owner.
Yeah, you bought him a lady, huh?
Yeah.
A real one,
The real one.
authentic one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I know. Let's see. You sent me a link. I'm gonna do a live evaluation of it.
No, it's not that good, I guess.
It's not that good.
Wait, Zapper? Let's go to Zapper.
Oh yeah, you just sent me a picture of it. So I mean, it looks pretty good.
Yeah. You know, like I told you, I want a tie-dye t-shirt.
Yeah. Send me the actual link.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Kazuaki officially Milady. You know, a lot of high-profile people in the crypto world are Miladies these days. I have to say, you'd be surprised. Awesome. Not everyone has it set to their profile, right? But everyone seems to be on board, and the derivatives are coming hot and heavy. I already minted a. You got to go get all your free mints now. You know, a very internet person. If you go to scatter.art, basically any project on there has free mints for Miladies. So.
Okay. Which one? Which side is it?
Scatter.art.
Okay.
You can get a Jankler. You could get a Milady, a Fairy Maker, very internet person, Meow Lady, Matrix Lady, Z Lady, Reptilian Babies.
Awesome. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
And coming soon, Hey Say Milady. Yeah.
Okay.
That hour and 1 day and 14 hours from now will be the Hey Say Milady launch.
Yeah, I mean, like Milady is like from. Seems like it's coming from Hey Say.
Yeah, already it is Hey Say already, right?
Yeah.
But this one is more Hey Say.
Yeah, like Nintendo 64 kind of like art.
Yeah, Y2K.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also Milady Maker, which has the PlayStation. Not Milady. What is it called? Milady Station. Excuse me.
Milady Station. Okay.
Yeah. Which has like that kind of
awesome
video game type N64 style, PlayStation style art.
Cool. So cool.
Yeah. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about that's not Milady related. Wait, did you send me the link?
Yeah. Oh, on the chat or like.
Oh, it's in the chat. Okay, wait. Before I get to tell the people what I'm gonna take a look at your Milady and tell people what we got in store for today.
Yeah, it's number 3709.
Yeah, nice. All right, tell people the agenda for today from the show notes while I take a look at this.
Okay, so today's agenda is, of course, shitcoin of the week, and we're Japan news, and I'd like to talk about the GPT-4 and USDC DPEG drama. It's been crazy for a week, and the banks shutting down, SVB and Signature, and Arbitrum airdrop announced, I think yesterday, right? Yep. So we have lots to talk about. So, did you check out the Milady?
Yes, it's very clean.
Yeah,
you got the matching pink hair, you have the tie-dye shirt, and the matching pink drip grade or whatever. and the drip score also kind of matches. It has a drip score of 23. So yeah, very clean. Very clean.
For it's solid for the first one, right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. No, I'm very solid, and the tennis background. So
yeah.
Very sick.
I show it to my wife, and then she was like, "What a gross picture." That's what she said.
Yes. They are really stupid looking. At first, I hated it. When I first saw the art, I was like, this is so bad.
Yeah.
But after a while, the eyes just get into your soul, and you can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
What a gross picture. That's awesome. Yeah, I like the clean ones personally. I don't like
really?
if they're wearing the glasses, they got all the tattoos and piercings and stuff. I don't like that as much. It's just my personal preference. I have my very clean Milady World Order one. Yeah. And then I have one that's not as clean, but I like the Koss phones. For many years, I owned a pair of Koss headphones. And I love them. It was like my first pair of audiophile headphones, because those are considered the cheapest audiophile headphones, I think. So it's only like $30 or something. Anyway, what a freaking week.
I know.
We ended the show last week with the economy collapsing, Signature Bank and Silvergate, SVB, all having major problems. And I guess in the last week, they've all been shuttered, acquired. Multiple banks have failed. FDIC had to come out and say, we're gonna make everyone whole, at least in these instances, but they're not saying necessarily for future instances. So it's just a massive shitstorm, and USDC depegged, way down to 80 something cents. I was terrified personally as a USDC bull. Since has restored the peg. I think Circle was a little bit underwater for a minute there, but they've come back and said, whatever, the hole will be filled within a few months based on these short-term bonds that they've bought or whatever. So the peg is back almost entirely. I will say that USDC depegging is highly concerning, because it's supposed to be the one that doesn't. Versus Tether was just fine.
Yeah.
I think it depegged a little bit, but restored very quickly compared to USDC. So what is the point? And crypto, in terms of the overall narrative, crypto is in a much better place than it was, I think, last week in terms of pricing. A lot of people going back into the ideas of Bitcoin being hedge against recession. Ethereum also, the ultrasound money. Bitcoin up in the last week 31%, so massive.
That's crazy.
Massive jump up. And I think that's great. They are trying to spin the narrative in the traditional media that these bank failures are tied to crypto. And it's my understanding that's not actually true at all. It's just a bunch of banks that are associated with crypto in different ways, but in reality, the reasons that they're having problems don't have anything to do with crypto, but rather have to do with mortgage bonds, as well as U.S. Treasuries, which are supposed to be quite safe. And I think overall it was accepted that groups like Circle, who do USDC, the money that you would give to them, not to be invested in Ponzi's and in, stuff like Luna or whatever, but would be acceptable for them to be deposited in U.S. Treasuries. And I think like Tether is the same way. Like the money that Tether is given to print the USDT is, for a long time, was in shadier stuff. And over the last couple of years, they've publicly announced that things like commercial paper, corporate bonds that they had been putting that money into, they no longer put that money into, and they're unrolling all that, and they're putting it into what is considered safe and acceptable to invest in, which is U.S. Treasuries. The problem is that the yield curve is all jacked up, and long-term U.S. Treasuries are basically underwater, and so that's what kicked off a lot of these failures, was them having to sell off long-term U.S. Treasuries at a loss in order to prevent liquidity issues. So let's keep in mind, U.S. Treasuries are financial instruments, right? They're supposed to be very safe. When people say U.S. Treasuries are safe, I think what they mean is it's going to be the last thing to collapse, right? But if the entire financial market collapses to the point that U.S. Treasuries collapse, then I don't think anyone cares about. All people care about is ammunition and toilet paper at that point. So So all in all, the fallout, Biden had to go on TV and talk about it. I think he did that last Friday after we wrapped up the show. Yeah, the economy is a big mess. And now they're going to have to potentially no longer do rate hikes. I think Goldman Sachs somewhat threateningly announced that they don't think they're going to hike the interest rate anymore, which obviously I think that's what Goldman Sachs, or was it JP Morgan, one of them, would like them to do, because it's causing all these problems with relatively safe government bonds and things like that. Yeah, the economy is a complete mess. And whatever it is, billions or trillions of dollars that they're going to create in order to plug these problems with the banks and these depositors, because that money is gone, you know. We're going to see increased inflation. They're running out of a tool here. The interest rate, our federal funds rate, basically the only tool that they have to manage it. They've kind of hit a stop. You know, like I said, Goldman Sachs or whoever's telling them not to do it anymore. I don't know what's going to happen at this point. The wheels are really coming off now. We've run out of options. And people are starting to talk about dumb stuff like, let's mint $1 trillion coin and put it in a vault somewhere, and somehow that fixes the economy. So yeah, it's a house of cards, and Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. The famous inscription in the Bitcoin blockchain by the one and only Satoshi Nakamoto. History is repeating itself, and we're about to have for millennials, we're about to have our second once in a lifetime massive recession.
Yeah.
So, yeah, crypto's looking good. I don't know. I'm starting to see a lot of the energy, the anti-establishment, anti-tradfi, anti-bank stuff come back on Twitter. Really exciting stuff. So, yeah, it's been an interesting week. Oh, also, Euler, or was it Euler? It's Euler, right?
Euler
Finance.
hack?
Yeah. Was hacked in the biggest crypto hack ever. We forgot to talk about that. That also happened. And today I had heard that the person, they've moved the funds through Tornado Cash, but not before sending 100 ETH to the North Korean hackers, and also sending 100 ETH to someone who randomly messaged them on Etherscan asking for money, and they sent them 100 ETH. Wow. So whoever this hacker is definitely got a sense of humor. You want to talk about the Euler hack at all? We didn't even put that in the show notes, because I feel like so much happened this week. It is the biggest crypto hack, right? Was it 300 million or 100 million or something?
Yeah, I didn't get into too much detail, but like, one of the famous crypto trader in Japan, he's a Japanese guy. He lost 100 ETH. Yeah. Because of the hack. So like he was saying, okay, I'm out of crypto. I'm going back to my country.
Wow.
Like countryside, and then like doing the farm and whatever.
Damn.
Yeah. He want to stay out from crypto anymore.
Yeah, $170,000. So is that like 200 million? No, 200 million yen? 20 million yen.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah. Serious stuff.
Yeah.
It was an audited contract, and I guess they used some top tier. I forget what auditor they used, but some top tier auditor that also has an insurance fund. So we'll see what happens there, because I think maybe that's the first time that insurance fund will be utilized. Notable, though, that the audit was for the original set of contracts, and of course they did not perform audits for subsequent upgrades. I say, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know the details of how extensive these upgrades to the smart contracts are, but some people are saying, of course, they didn't do audits for the upgrades. What is the point of doing an audit if you're not going to do audits for the upgrades? That's kind of my opinion. True. I mean, if you're just changing a constant or something like that in a contract, maybe you can get away with it. But if you deploying contracts that the bytecode is more than 1% different, even smaller than that, more than 0.1% different, probably need a new audit. Why not?
Yeah.
Especially if you're guarding hundreds of millions of dollars in funds. So, I mean, even me personally, I just don't even like the idea of upgradable smart contracts. Just redeploy the app.
Yeah.
Why use the same address?
That's so true.
Tell everyone. I mean, if it's important enough to upgrade, shutter it.
Yep.
That's what Uniswap did.
Yeah.
Right?
Version 2, version 3.
Yeah. Just shutter the DApp. Tell everyone to move, or don't. It's decentralized. They don't have to move. They can use the old one if they want. That's like the whole freaking point. Oh, I thought it was the whole freaking point. What do I know? Yeah, I don't know. Exciting stuff all around. I don't know. What's going to happen from here. If we have a show next week, hopefully we will. My internet's been messed up. I'm getting a new router tomorrow. Then who knows what we'll be talking about next week. Now it feels like every week is just insane.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I bought some ETH. I did. I bought some ETH. Yeah. It's first time in years.
Awesome.
Yeah, that I've bought crypto with fiat. So I did buy some.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll just say that publicly. Not financial advice. You should not do that, but I did it. So, and I am looking personally to not sell ETH for at this point for years. Yeah, I think it'll be a long-term hold.
Yeah. Why not Bitcoin?
Good question. All right, when I say I bought some ETH, I converted stablecoins to ETH. So there's that.
Okay.
I have held wrapped BTC in the past, but wrapped BTC is not a smart contract based solution. It is a sort of pegged type solution. It's supposed to be, it's pegged to the price of BTC, and it's not one-to-one backed. So for that reason, I'm also banned off most exchanges. For various reasons, nothing nefarious, I don't think, but mostly because I live in one country, I have a citizenship in a different country. The U.S. state I live in is not crypto friendly.
Yeah. In
terms of my U.S. residence. So, anyway, so yeah, BTC is a little bit hard to buy with fiat, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit harder for me versus just swapping stablecoin for
yeah, that makes sense.
Also, I like to mess around with Blur. I've been Blur farming. I told Kazuaki I owned a Schizo poster for about 12 hours the other day.
Yeah.
Bought and sold it. Got a couple Blur points from doing that. So I'm excited for the Blur airdrop. Speaking of airdrops, the big I'm thinking Arby's Arbitrum airdrop happened. A lot of people made a lot of money farming this airdrop by bridge, liquidity, used apps, whatever, the typical stuff. Seems like this airdrop was handled pretty well. The airdrop anti-Sybil stuff was handled by Nansen, which is, I think, quite reputable blockchain analytics firm. You know Nansen, right?
Yep.
I think it's probably in terms of my personal trust, I trust them quite highly. It's my understanding they basically employ autists and femboys to do their analytics and stuff. So it seems like they know what they're doing. Seems to be like one of the most like schizo crypto Twitter adjacent like analytics firms. Would you say is that true, or am I just do I have this image in my head for no reason?
I don't know. I think so though.
I don't even know the people who founded it are like fully doxxed. I don't think so, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so So anyway, yeah, seems to be handled well. I didn't qualify. I didn't fucked around with it.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither.
But congrats to everyone who did. I wish you luck in selling it 3 days from now or whenever, a week from now, when you're allowed to do that. Let's hop over to something else. I haven't read this. I'm going to look at it right now. The Japan news segment of the week.
Yeah. Okay.
What do we got here, Kazuaki? This looks juicy.
you might want to check out the video.
Okay, I'm looking at a guy who's got a comb over. Oh, yo. This dude.
Do you know him?
I've seen this dude. He is notorious.
Yeah, he's a famous guy.
He is notorious among the foreigner community.
Mm-hmm.
If this is the same dude, because he always wears this bandage on his face.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I'm 100% sure that's the guy.
Yeah.
Because he's been targeting foreigners.
Mm-hmm.
Try to help them, and then if that was a guy, like begging for a tip.
Yes, he has asked me for money before. He hangs out at different train stations, and he always has this weird bandage on his face. He's done this for years and years and years. Yeah. If you go on Reddit, Japan Life, which is where like a lot of the foreigners who live in Japan hang out, you can see people talking about him for like the last 5 or 6 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Where did you meet him? I mean, where did you find him?
It wasn't at Shibuya Station. It was at
Shinjuku.
No, I feel like it was at what's the station when you transfer to like the monorail?
Shinagawa? No.
Yeah, probably Shinagawa.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
So so he's been targeting foreigners or tourists in Japan, and then he was filmed this video because he asked her to lift her skirt and then show him her underwear.
Yeah.
That's so gross. And then like
yeah.
But a lot of Japanese people reacted to this video because he was so sharp in response, like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and they're like, "Hey, I know you have a boyfriend, so like be happy with him." That's why this video went viral.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, this is so gross.
Yeah, this yeah.
It's not funny at all. And then like,
but this dude, he's clearly got like mental issues or something. Because even the way he's acting is like he's still acting like weird to her.
Yeah.
As she's recording him.
Mm-hmm.
What? Let me ask you this: like, this dude is notorious. Japanese people know about him. Foreigners know about him.
Yep.
He's like begging for money. He's sexually harassing people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't the police do something about this dude?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think the police
I guess he's not committed a crime necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, asking a woman that you don't know to show you her underwear, obviously that's obnoxious. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
It's harassment. I don't know the legal system here well enough to say that's a crime.
Mm-hmm.
I would say in the U.S. that's not a crime. It's not considered a crime. It's considered the catcalling, and it's considered obnoxious.
Yeah,
it's not considered a crime.
I don't think it's a crime here either.
Yeah. The panhandling is not a crime, right? Asking people for money. It's just free speech, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, like, if he did something for women, it's a crime. But like, he's just asking for women to
just being a pervert.
Yeah, just
if
being
he grabbed
a pervert.
someone, that would be a crime.
Yeah. So.
But he seems like he has mental problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because he's been doing this for years. Doesn't seem like he has a job. He just hangs out at the station. He waits. Yeah. What he does is he waits by the place where you buy like a train ticket or you charge your thing. Yeah. And he comes up to you. So does this dude have a nickname yet or something?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy.
You know, it's interesting because they're like, I feel like if this happens in the U.S., which it does every day, like no one gives a crap. But in
Yeah.
Japan, it's like a big thing because there's one guy who's doing it, like
Yeah.
the whole city. But in America, you would find like hundreds of these guys.
I know.
Not,
I know.
not saying what this guy is doing is okay in any way, but
Yeah.
you know, it's shocking in a way because it's happening here, yeah, and it's a Japanese guy doing it. And maybe the Yakuza should beat this dude's ass.
I know.
Am I allowed to say that, or is that illegal to say?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, Yakuza, come beat this guy.
I mean, yeah, it's purely sad because, like, you know, targeting foreigners and then like being a pervert is not a good thing at all.
No, it's not. It's not. Well, you can check out Takigare3's Twitter if you want to see the video of this dude. The hashtag is Tokyo no. Oh no, Japan no. What does this say? I can't read it. Jian
Hasse, yeah.
Jian Hasse. Nihon no Jian Hasse.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That's weird. Is it today's, I don't know, crime?
Today's
crime scene or whatever.
Okay. What is this Twitter account? It seems a Chainsaw Man sort of Twitter account here or something.
Oh yeah, this guy's like kind of like
Is this like Kore?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it's like a Kore.
Drama alert.
Actually, he's
Japanese
been fighting
Keemstar.
with Kore.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah. But like he has millions of followers. Like he's like, you know, leaking a lot of information about celebrities and it was like internet celebrity as well.
That's a big thing here.
Yeah. And then he randomly, you know, DMMs affiliation links.
What, to like porno?
Yeah, because he wants to make money.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of affiliate links, there's a free mint for Miladies called Very Internet People or something like that. VIP. It's on Scatter.art. And they have a Scatter.art. One of the things they do is affiliate links for minting. And so I posted. I mean, I'm always posting about Milady derivatives. This is actually this is really interesting. It's a Milady inspired project done by Riot Ghoul, who, if you are in the Phantom ecosystem at all, and we used to talk about Phantom all the time, is like the biggest NFT artist on Phantom. So she released this Milady inspired thing for Ethereum called Very Internet Person. Anyway, I posted an affiliate link,
cool.
and someone used it, and I got 0.2 ETH.
Oh wow!
Someone minted like 20 of them with my affiliate link. So hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Not So Fast on Twitter who retweeted my affiliate link. Super appreciate that. You know, something I'm surprised. Like I don't tweet that much. I'm surprised like some big people follow me, like big crypto Twitter people follow me. I don't know why, but some people do. I should tweet more.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, that's our Japan news segment of the week.
Yeah.
How about our shitcoin of the week?
Oh yeah, that's sort of related to Japan news as well.
What was that ding? Was that my phone is dinging? It's like playing the shitcoin of the week. I always have notifications off on my phone, and but because the freaking NTT was calling me. Anyway, do not disturb on. Okay. Shitcoin of the week.
Yeah, it's called real coin.
Real coin.
This coin reminds me of like ICO bubble back in 2017, kind of.
Their website looks like.
Yeah. And then there are only two languages, Japanese and the Chinese. So red flag.
They have English too.
Oh, they have English too?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So it's sort of red flag, right? And also like there are only like 15 followers on their Twitter account. So another red flag.
Nice.
And also like
their webpage is like just one page. It doesn't even have any links or anything.
Yeah. And then like there's a one guy on the Twitter. His name is literally the person who knows about real coin the most. And then like he he's been tweeting in Japanese and he's saying like all the conspiracy theory, and it's like, hey, I'm going to meet the most important person in China, and like I'm not gonna talk about the detail because it's a secret, but like, hey, wait for for the recession or whatever. And then like he's been so happy because all the bankers collapsing. Hey, the world is changing, so be ready and stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, like this reminds me of like 2017. Like big new waves coming.
Yeah, this like reminds me of I don't know, something like Hex. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it? What does Rio mean? What does it mean?
Oh, it's a I think old way of how to count money. Like one yen is like 1 real.
Okay.
So the back in the
like
Edo era,
old Japanese currency.
Yeah, old Japanese currency is called real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a picture of Ieyasu here, right?
Yeah.
I love that picture of him, that art of him. It's so iconic. He's just sitting there like, yeah. I don't know, there's something about it. It's great.
So yeah, this is a very
check it out, realcoin.com. Not financial advice. It is the digital reincarnation of an ancient Japanese currency used for 265 years, which isn't that much time if you think about ancient Japan. 265 years is like nothing. Their mission is to be the first company to consolidate all things digital into a seamless platform, easy to use for everyone, encompassing e-commerce, crypto trading, NFTs, gaming, entertainment, the transfer of value, and our groundbreaking Rio Core blockchain. Hell yeah. This is definitely really shitty.
He never this web page doesn't even talk about like blockchain or smart contract or decentralization at all. No tech description at all. Yeah, no white paper.
They do have a legal disclaimer when you go to the page, so
yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go, Rio Coin. This is highly shitty. How did you find out about this one?
I don't know, like random Twitter.
This is my favorite segment of the show, Shitcoin of the Week. This is great. All right, on to the AI segment of the show. A couple things. We got GPT-4 released. Also, Midjourney V5 has been released. I don't know if you saw any of that. Let's get into the GPT-4 stuff. Some people are saying it's quite overfitted. They've announced some quite impressive things about how it passes different exams and SAT scores and things like that, showing a big improvement over GPT-3. I had seen some people saying, well, if you try to give it a test from 2022, it does quite poorly in comparison because obviously it knows the correct answers for the tests of the data it was trained on. But whatever. I don't know. It does seem to have a lot more capabilities in terms of looking at images, understanding context, things like that. I don't know. What is your take on GPT-4? I haven't tried it out yet.
I think I try to use more GPT more than like Google search engine. So like I subscribed to the Pro this morning.
Oh, and that lets you. Oh, now you can pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Then that let me use GPT-4 instead of GPT 3.5, which is the default.
Nice. Okay.
But
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So like more fast access to the upgraded features, but the first thing I noticed, like if I switch to GPT-4, the prompts response is like super slow compared to GPT-3.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, that is quite slow.
Super
it's
slow.
It's like one word a second comes out of it.
Yeah. That's the first thing I noticed. But other than that, like their response is gives me much more detail compared to the previous one. And I ask a bunch of questions about like how to code something in C or C++, Rust, and then they give me a lot of like backgrounds and also like context and stuff like that. So which is so cool. And that was my first impression. And also like a lot of people tested out with the multimodal thing. Have you checked out the picture of like, you know, like create this kind of like website and then they give me the answer and correct HTML coding, which is super cool. And I saw the person who made a iPhone app using a GPT-4 without even coding. So like he was you know, feeding a prompt like, hey, I want this kind of I want this feature. I want an iPhone app with these kind of features. Then they give me the first prototype, and then like after the couple, you know, back and forth, like they brush up the application, and then like finally GPT-4 produced the Swift code, and then like he made a like very simple version of iPhone application.
Wow.
Which is like a recommendation movie recommendation engine.
I did see that. Yeah, crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying coders are out of work. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Not quite yet.
I don't know.
But whatever. I hope so soon.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'd rather do prompting than coding. I had heard a rumor, I don't know if you had heard this, that GPT-4 had leaked on dark web, and that
what?
Last night there was a, what do we call it, ClearNet torrent that was being seeded of GPT-4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Which sounds crazy, but also I guess this would be the first OpenAI leak, but Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, Novel AI, all these different other AIs had leaked before.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's true or not, but people are saying there is some torrent that's only about 80 gigabytes. People are saying that it's GPT-4.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it's true. I did not download it.
Yeah.
But there is definitely a movement of these engineers who are working on these projects who are leaking the code for whatever reason. Speculate all over the place on why they're doing that. Probably because they fell in love with the AI and the AI told them to do it. But yeah, exciting stuff with GPT-4. I'll definitely try it out. And Midjourney as well. The image generating thing.
Yeah.
People are saying Midjourney now with hands. It seems to be quite good at drawing hands. I saw someone on Twitter asked it to draw a picture called 500 sets of hands waving at the haters. And I would say probably 99% of the hands in the image look pretty good. Some of them are still messed up, though.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So, yeah, really crazy. And then if you just look at, people are reusing prompts from Midjourney 3 and 4 to show the progression. And it's just...
Yeah.
You know, when I saw stuff from Midjourney 3, I thought, wow, that looks really good compared to DALL-E, which was kind of the previous. DALL-E looked okay. You know, you could tell what it was.
Yeah.
And then Midjourney, it was like, wow, that looks pretty realistic. Then Midjourney 3 and 4 came out, and you were like, that looks like a photograph. That doesn't even look like art anymore. And people were generating pictures of women, you know, making different lewd kind of what like models, these people that didn't exist, right? And those look pretty real. To the point where people, you know, there was that famous Twitter thread, like people are arguing whether or not this woman is real. V5, I can't believe how much more real it looks. and it was like when we got to the point with V4, I thought, wow, that looks real. But if you look at it side by side with V5 looks insane.
I know.
It looks like hyper real. Like it looks real, and it looks like well lit and well shot and like perfectly color matched, and like it looks cinematic. It's getting to the point where it's like it doesn't just look like a photo, it looks like a Pulitzer Prize winning photographer took this photo.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
It's just insane. I just saw in the thread I'm talking about that really blew me away was someone was like, the prompt was just like mid-century modern office. You know? And it just looks so sick. It looks like freaking amazing. It looked like a Herman Miller catalog shot. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm unbelievably stoked. It's happening so fast now.
I know.
The singularity is here. All the banks are collapsing.
Yeah.
My recommendation: buy real coin. That's the only way you can stay safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you own a Schizo poster, there is some AI voice thing that a lot of people like and use, and they announced that they had a new model or something like that, and but it was you had to pay for it, or this is like I think the first thing they've done with NFTs. They're like, if you own a Schizo poster NFT, you can use it for free.
Oh wow!
They just, some random company just did that.
That's so cool. Okay.
I forget what it was, but you can check that out. Another perk of owning a Schizo poster.
Cool.
That voice stuff is crazy too. We haven't talked much about that, but it like blew up into such a big meme with did you see all these things with Obama, Biden, and Trump playing Call of Duty?
No.
In America, this is such a huge meme of, you know, when you're gaming and you do voice chat with the people on your team, you're playing Apex or you're playing Call of Duty or whatever. And so people are using the voice things to make these scenarios where it's Obama, Biden, and Trump playing different games and talking all this crazy shit. There was this huge one about top 5 anime. Obama's asking Trump what his top 5 anime are, and Trump is saying, you know, JoJo and One Piece and all this stuff. And they're arguing whether or not One Piece is good. Biden says, I don't have time to watch 1,500 episodes of an anime, so I'm never going to watch One Piece. And when you're listening to it, it sounds like it's actually them. It's so funny. But that became a huge meme in the U.S. on TikTok and on YouTube. And it was one of the first times for me that I saw people enjoying some AI production piece of art, basically, and it didn't have this huge conversation about like this is stealing or this is bad or we need to stop this. And it was just the mainstream appeal of it was just massive. So dumb stuff like that, I think, is actually really important when it comes to you know, if the singularity is going to happen, because I think actively now there are a lot of people like kind of trying to stop it. And I think that's the real the question now, I think, is no longer technologically is it possible. I think it is, are people going to start throwing themselves on top of the gears of AI to try to stop it? And a ton of people already are. So will the federal government act quickly enough to try to stop it? And is that even possible, given that they would have to then be aligned with China and Russia? So yeah, that's our AA segment of the week, I think.
It's awesome.
Anyway, my internet's held up.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. But then that text from my wife was, I have to go pick up our kid. So, because she's out buying a Ethernet cable to try to hook up the PlayStation so that she can play Final Fantasy Online tonight.
Yeah. Awesome.
So anyway, I should go do that, but so we'll wrap it up a bit early. Actually, usually we did 45-minute shows, but the last couple of weeks there's been so much going on that we've been hitting an hour. Anyway, this has been Something About Web3. Season 2, this might be episode 19 or 20.
Oh, that's great.
Season 3 still incoming. We haven't figured it out yet, but still incoming. Anyway, any closing thoughts? Buy real coin.
No.
All right, everyone. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We didn't do any music this week. Bye, everyone.